Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. And once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for supporting Yoleno TV. I can see we are almost approaching 14,000 subscribers. Please continue telling a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to our channel. Now, I would like to start this analysis by reading to you a tweet, because I've decided, I was doing some research, then I came across a book, a very, very interesting book. And this book could be the reason why MWANGAZA is facing the music right now in Meru County. Mind you, sometimes back when there was this indication of the first impeachment, I disclosed in this channel that there could have been a hand, Kiratu Murungi's hand, in the troubles that were facing KAWIRA. Now there's a book that I come across, and this book is titled Beyond Politics, and it's a conversation with Kiratu Murungi. And I managed to find some 2 pages. The content of the 2 pages have revealed exactly what I said in this channel when I first of all said that there is a hand of Kiratu Murungi in the troubles that are facing KAWIRA MWANGAZA. But before we get to that book, the content of that book, please let me go through a tweet that was posted by Senator Ledama Olekina. And this is what Senator Ledama Olekina said. Being a governor is the worst job ever. You steal public money. You're always at the mercy of your MCS. If you piss them off, they decide it's time for you to go. When the Senate agrees with them, you rush to court, while those who employed you are left suffering. Mimi sitaki. I think if I can translate what Senator Ledama is saying, Mimi sitaki thing, is that maybe should that motion be brought to the Senate, Mimi sitaki means Senator Ledama has already said no, will not vote for this impeachment motion to sail through. So that is 1 vote for KAWIRA MWANGAZA. So as usual, such kind of tweets always get responses, however negative or positive the responses might be. So allow me to read to you 2 or 3 responses before we get to that book of Beyond Politics. And this is the first response. And the response is from Stephen NY. This is what Stephen NY said. The Senate must rise and correct this mess. MCS cannot continue holding the 1-inch at ransom, and wrongdoing must be punished. People are misusing the law, and the people that suffer the most and need leadership reap the least from these squabbles. That is the response from Stephen NY. There is a certain response replying to Olekina, and this response account, I don't know whether it's a legit one, but it's Governor KAWIRA. So this is what Governor KAWIRA account said. The electors made their choice. They should not suffer because of the greed of some big-bellied individuals. I don't know whether this is a legit account from Governor KAWIRA, but it is an account titled Governor KAWIRA. That's the title for that account. And it says, the electors should not suffer because of big-bellied individuals. If I may translate whatever the tweet, the respondent is saying is that kuna wale waheshimiwa wenye matumbo makubwa wanataka issues zao ndo zitatuliwe, that Wanjiku and the hustlers should not suffer because of these people. But then there is another, a last one, Lipwa Lipoma. This Twitter handle by the name Lipwa Lipoma said, no woman and man in Kenya who goes to bed to bring a baby child who will not be a thief. Mr. Ledama and Kenya, if you would like to live better life, you must be a thief. Since 1963, those who call themselves clean even land they don't own. Our main focus was on that book, the book the Beyond Politics book, a conversation with Kiratu Murungi. Before we get to that book, please, ladies and gentlemen, take a time and subscribe to Yoleno TV. Give us a like and hit the notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you will always become the first person to get notified. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to share the content of this book. Let me start by reading one page. This is how the page goes. I really don't know. KAWIRA is a member of parliament as the woman representative of Meru. All I know is that she has declared her interest to be governor of Meru. As Machiavelli said, human beings are not what they seem or pretend to be. Despite their public professions of Christian goodness, some politicians are just wicked. They are thugs and scoundrels who are just good talkers. KAWIRA is a self-proclaimed bishop, but in reality, she is a hypocrite, deeply immersed in lies and deception of the people, especially the poor and the illiterate. She's a cunning woman. She's a cunning businesswoman. Her Baite TV is her selfie. She has monopolized its screens as the bishop, the director, and producer of her own ego. It is full of her endless repeated ocular crusades, news, interviews, and reports whose main theme is only one: that old man Kiratu Murungi must go. The old crocodile is dead. Its body is merely floating on water. As to where Meru should go, she has no clue. KAWIRA has no concrete political agenda. She has no vision for Meru, pretending to be a village woman. She merely whips up emotions of semi-illiterate peasants against Komorera, that is the city woman, who wear lipsticks and opposes all other leaders and criticizes them as corrupt and untrustworthy when she has a terrible trust deficiency. Her greed for money is insatiable. Even her church is just a family business. Kiratu continues and says that KAWIRA claims to speak for the poor and the neglected through her televised Okolea programs. She personally removes jiggers and occasionally distributes mattresses and blankets bought with parliamentary funds intended for women and youth empowerment. KAWIRA is a semi-illiterate who has no clue along politics. She thinks it's merely philanthropy and prayers. She neither has broad vision, teamwork, nor planning for implementation skills. Despite all her claims to supernatural and divine powers, KAWIRA is a hoax. As they say, you can fool some people for some time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. She is just a cunning drama village queen using religion and TV screens to manipulate the common folks for her narrow political and economic benefits. That is the end of the story. I believe you have a glimpse of what is happening to KAWIRA MWANGAZA. And I think that book has shown you or indicated to you that my first analysis of KAWIRA MWANGAZA's troubles are confirmed in that book. Perhaps that's the reason why KAWIRA might not be able to succeed in his quest to be a full-time governor for 5 years. I think Kiratu Murungi is not going to let go. Mithika Linturi was number 2. But the gap between Mithika Linturi and KAWIRA MWANGAZA was almost 30,000 to 40,000 votes. That was the gap between the winner and the second loser. But I think from the statistics that I got, Kiratu Murungi alipitwa sana, mbali sana. I think mbali sana, and if that is the case, then I think even if these people go back to the ballot, if Kiratu Murungi and KAWIRA MWANGAZA go back to the ballot, I think that is if the law permits that after impeachment KAWIRA MWANGAZA anaweza kusimama tena, then that means Kiratu Murungi atashindwa. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think Kawira Mwangaza stands a chance of succeeding? Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section there. I'd like to hear what your responses are, and I'll go through them, provide my responses to your tweet, to your comments, and please, may you stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.